Hi, this is Marcus, and today we're going to do this bar. It's named App Bar. Let me step back just for a minute. I would like to show you once again this very first component we built together. If you are arriving to my channel right now, I recommend you to step back, turn around, and to go to the first tutorial about Android components. So in the first one, we did this Android navigation bar. Today, we are going to do this next one. It's named, like I said before, App Bar. And to build up this App Bar, we will need a container and some icons and this title as well. But for explain that, I'm gonna duplicate. I can click on this selection, this group of things. I will press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. I'm using Figma, as you know, and I'm using Windows. All right. After that, I will press Ctrl Shift G to ungroup. I will delete this part, deleted, and then I'm gonna concentrate in my bar. All right, I have that here right now with me. Actually, I have two bars. I have this first one and the second one. This first one, it's named status bar. So let's type the right title over here. So this one is status bar. I have this little bar with some icons like Wi-Fi, 5G, battery, and the hour, for instance. So I have this container and some icons and a text. For the next one, the app bar, I'm gonna type that here. I'm gonna duplicate as I taught before. This one is the app bar, right? This app bar, it has, I'm going to break down in details. So we have this rectangle. We have this little icon. We have this text, and we have this icon as well. We might have some icons more. Let's consider this icon as well, like a toggle we can tap to like something. And finally, we have this icon here as well. I can, for instance, delete this one. I'm gonna delete. I don't want this icon with me. I just will have this one kind here, and I will duplicate for here. All these actions like copy, paste, duplication, I taught that in the very first tutorial. If you are not familiar with these things, once again, I recommend you to step back, turn around, and to go to the first tutorial. I'm gonna delete it here. Let me see the distance between them, like something similar to 32. You can see here this distance is with a number a little broken. So I'm gonna go here, right click, show UI, and here I can see like this one. This position is broken. So I will go here. I will just select this -216. Now it will be much better. Then I will align calmly without worries, and so just to have some distance, just something like that. For instance, I thought before using 8, and then multiplying like 8, 16, 24, and so on. So 16 will be great. I will copy it here. I will paste. I can like click, select, like if I press and hold shift, I can click here to select both of them. Then I press alt, I click and I drag. I can do that, like duplicating while I'm moving. And I'm gonna have this here as well. I'm gonna copy this, and this, and I will paste here just to have things in the same way. Without worries. Let's see if that works. Work it. All right. So I will break down these items. So it's pretty simple, like I explained before. We have this rectangle, this icon, this title, this icon, and this icon as well. All of them together, we have the app bar. In the last tutorial I showed you, I'm going to step back a little bit to explain that again, the concept of atomic design. Let's see. So we have this concept, like I said before, made by Brad Frost. Then when we break down things like this, we have this little icon here. So this icon is an atom. This title is an atom as well. This icon is an atom. And this little icon is an atom too. All this container, this rectangle, is an atom as well. When I group all these things together, I can consider a molecule. And then I can have many molecules, many components, many bars. All the bars together, they form an organism. Then I have templates and page. I explained that before. I will not explain that here one more time. All right. So just to have this concept, I'm gonna delete it for a while, or perhaps I will move down. So I have these things here, and I'm gonna show you how to build up all of them together. All right. First thing, I want to have this rectangle the right size. In the last tutorial, I taught as well how to specify, how to say all the properties of the elements, like this container. We have like this black container. We have the color, opacity, stroke size, stroke color, width, height, padding, top, right, bottom, left, and margin as well. Just this top margin, I explained that in details. For this icon, same thing. For this icon as well, and so on. So we have this way of specifying things. We can do the same one there. I'm gonna copy this. Oh, and here I have pages as well on Figma. Like I have page 1 with the first tutorial, I have page 2 with the second one. I can click here and press add new page, and then I can have like the number 3. I have no idea yet what tutorial I'm going to record, just to show you how to create pages, right? All right, so I have this way of specifying things. All right, so let's do that. I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna, at first I have to show you how to draw that. It's pretty simple. I will go here, I will open, I will click in pen, or just press P. I will click here, I will move around and click here again, just that. I will press ESC, and now I can click here and change the stroke size, the thickness. I will tap here, Actually, I will click here, then I will press 2. It will be like that. And about the width, I expect to have 16, so I will type here 16 and then press enter. So I have exactly the same thing. When I zoom in, I can see these small squares. They help me to position things in the right way. I will click here, press Alt, click and drag to have the second one, and I will do the same thing one more time. So now I have this icon, exactly the same one. And I can start naming things to have a better organization actually. Click here. I will click here in this line. I will click here twice, and I will say like line here, same thing, line, and here as well, line 2. Then I will click Alt. I will cover all these 3 lines. I will click and drag. Then I will release. I will press Ctrl G, and I have this group with 3 lines, and I'm gonna call this icon hamburger. You know, this is the name people normally use for refer to this icon. All right, pretty simple. And to have this placeholder, name it application, we will go here, click on text, click here, type like text, or perhaps app title, something like that. And then in case your text is other color, other like bold, black, regular, thin, and other size like 5 for instance, we can change all these things really easy. Click on the text, like the typeface we can change here. I'm gonna use only Roboto for a while. Then here it's thin, I will pick up bold, and then I will click here, type 16, as easy as that. It's too bigger, perhaps not bold, it's too thick, medium, that might be better. And the color, it's gonna be black. We can click here, hold and drag to have the black color, or we can click here and type like 000000. I taught that before in the previous tutorial. So we have this app title. Pretty easy to do. And then what more we have? We have this icon. It's easy to do as well. We will click here, then ellipse. We will click and draw whatever size, doesn't matter. Let me see this one. It's kind 12 by 12, almost 12 by 12. So let's do the same. 12 here, 12 here. Good. Then press here, stroke. Actually click here, not press. I'm not using mobile. So the stroke, it will be 2. And the fill, no fill. Just click in minus. So I have this one, 2. And then I have to create this part to have my magnifier. I will click here, pen, then I will click here. I will move around to the place I prefer, something like this. Let me see this size. It's kind of 6. Let's put 6 here. 6 here, 6 here. Too bigger. 5 would be better. All right, I have 2 group like we did with this one, with this hamburger. Group and name. So it's gonna be line 2. It's a convention, not vector here. Line as well. Select both of them. Ctrl G. The name will be Magnifier. And this last one, it's named Kebab. Easy to do as well. Let's go closer. 3 ellipses. One here, 4x4. Let's see this one, 4x4. All right, the color is black. I showed you before. Click here, press and hold Alt, move down, do again. Let's call that, it's not line anymore, point, dot, something like that. Dot, dot, dot. The name that you prefer. I'm gonna call dot for a while. Select all of them, Command G. We will call that Kebab. Kebab, it's a food name, Kebab. All right, so we have all the icons we need, and now we need to have this rectangle, this container. We will create with this measure width and height 320 and 48. Easy, simple, like I showed before. Click here, rectangle, whatever size, click and drag, then leave the click. 320 48. Color white. So we have our bar, as simple as that. Let's delete this one we did together, place it here, and now I have to position properly. So I will click here and just move, but now I have a problem. When I move things, you can see that I can't see my icons. That is because my rectangle is blocking my icons. So here I have this layer panel. I will click in this rectangle twice. I will change the name to container. I will click, hold, and move down. And now I have things correctly. So now I will just position things the way that I expect them to be. I will click here in this icon. I will press Alt. I will point to this white part. Let me hide my Y. I will position to here. 13, it's not good. Like I said before, we have to work multiplying 8 by 8 by 8. So I will move, like I will press and hold Alt. I will go to my keyboard, a right arrow, 1, 2, 3, 16. Now it's good, and it has to be in the middle, you know, thinking vertically. So let's see how that works. 20 by 20 by 16. It's okay for a while, it's okay. Now let's go to the app title. We will move, and the distance between them, they will be the same thing, multiplying 8 by 8 by 8. So press Alt, point to this icon. 2 is not good. I will move more. 4, not yet. 8, it's okay, but I want to have more space, so I will move to 16. Zoom out to verify if that's good. It's okay for a while. I can have this title in the middle as well. That can be good, why not? But for a while it will be here. And then I have this icon, this alignment. This alignment is left. This alignment is left. Let's see, like here. 14 on top, 15 on bottom. It's not good for me. Let's have the same paddings. Here it's 19. I don't like 19, so I will decrease to 18. Not 8, 18. Now I can have the same number, even this number is not par, but it's better than to have broken numbers. 15, 15. The distance here, 16. I could, for instance, like have 16 here and 16 in the height. In this case, I can move a little more. And now it's perfect. 16 by 16 by 16, for instance. But if you can see here, it's not good here. It's passing a little bit, but I will let this way for a while because we are going to explain more in details in the future. So let's see this icon. First, this one I will place like here, aligned by right, 16 by 16 by 16. Perfect, the way that I expected. Then I will move this icon as well. I will place it here, like the distance will be 16. But when we are talking about mobile, perhaps my finger will be too closer. My finger can be a little fat, so it's a danger to tap on the wrong icon. For this reason, I will increase the distance like 24, perhaps more, 32, something like that would be good to have more space to tap. What do you think? Do you like that? Perhaps a little less would work good. Perhaps something like that. Oh, all right, we did this bar. That was easy, no problem. Then we can select all this thing and press Ctrl G. We have this group and other groups inside. I will change this name to app bar, not uppercase, just lowercase, kebab lowercase, magnifier lowercase. This app title I can call like text if I want, you know, just to organize things. And the order they appear is important as well. Like this is the first one, the container is the last one. Like the layers are placed this way, like the container. Like let's suppose that this gray part is my desk, so I place a piece of paper on the desk, and then I paste on this white part, this icon, then this text, then this magnifier, then this kebab. So the things are organized. You can like click and move, you know, move around to change this place, and the organization depends on the way you prefer. I prefer this way, like container, hamburger, text, magnifier, and kebab. So all of them together, they are making this app bar. I can like hide clicking here, you know, to hide for a short time. For instance, if I want that, I can like hold click on the locker, and then it's impossible to click and to move around, you know, to protect, I don't know, something like that. So we have this bar, but in the example I showed you, we had this status bar. We are not going to build up this bar at this time, you know. We will do that in the future. So I'm gonna delete this one because we did much more better this other one. This here, app bar. It's much more better. We did it together. It's like more organized, more beautiful, you know. So we have this now. When we have these things together the same in the same page, they will be set like this: status bar on the top and then below the app bar. Okay, so now what I expect from you is to specify things that's important, like I showed before in the previous tutorial. Let's get this container. I will copy and paste, and let's have that here. It's named like container. That might be container. It's not an icon, it's container. Let's see the way I name it in the last tutorial. Container shape. Okay, same one. In this case, we are documenting this thing to the developers. We can sit beside them and then ask, okay guy, is that good for you to build up this way, and get the feedback. So the color is white, opacity 100%, stroke none, stroke color none, width 320, height, let's see, 48. Padding, we have, let's see, something like, let's select all of them like I showed before, 16 by 16 by 16 by 16. It's the same approach of this one. I will copy exactly the same. And once again, if you are not familiar with these things I'm showing you, you can step back and go to the previous tutorial where I taught all of that. So if I come here and I copy all these things, I select all of them, holding Shift, Control C, and then here Control V. I will move. I duplicated, but I have to move. It's below, it's under, it's hide. So I will get this container and I will move here. So now everyone can see. Right, so they are good. Like I click here, you know, I have a little more of space, but it's not a problem. 16 to the left is important. Here it's perfect. You can see exactly fit. Let's see here. This size is not perfect. I will correct. Like here I have 15 and here I don't have. So I will type it here. 16 by 16. Let's see. I need to have one more. Let's increase like 16. Now it's much better. It fits. It doesn't seem because it's like overlaps a little bit here, but it's not a problem. And here it's perfect as well, you know. So this is perfectly done. I will delete here too, delete here too, and delete here too. So padding, I have padding for these components. I have padding top, alignment none, perhaps. I will copy this line and I will paste many times. So I have top, I have right, I have bottom, and I have left. 16 by 16 by 16 by 16 once more, 16. And talking about margin, I have just one margin. this one margin is top, like I don't want anything less than 32. I showed that before in the previous tutorial. I explained that like this one, you know, I have this margin and I don't want my text to overlap this space, to be comfortable to read, to avoid tapping on text when I want to tap on buttons and icons, for instance. All right, so I have this this container shape properly documented. Good. Alignment, I will delete it. You know, I can have like none here, or I can delete whatever. The important is the developer will like see this document, this style guide, and will understand how things need to be done. All right, this first one is okay. The second one is gonna be this little icon. I will when I have this group and I want to select some element inside of the group, I have to click twice, and then I have another group twice again. So actually twice and then just once. Or I can come here like, all right, I have this group inside. I have this app bar. If I want to see where I am selecting, I can click and then click again. I am in the right place. Let's see the kebab. It's not what I want. The hamburger, exactly here. So I just select this layer, Control C or Command C, and then I will paste here and then move down. And then I will move to here. And I'm gonna document it as well. This is an icon. Let's see the other one page, the way I did icon. All right, so it's gonna be icon as well. Icon hamburger. Great. And then I have all of that. I have color, I know by mind, it's 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Opacity 100, stroke size none, stroke color none. Width, let's see, 16 by 8. I didn't set padding for that. I'm considering this padding of this container, so I will have here like padding none. I will delete all of those texts, and here none. Margin, no padding, because I don't have internal things like I explained before. Padding is internal and margin is external. I can consider, for instance, if I want a margin like this, like from here to here 16, to here 20, 20. But if I don't want for a while, it's not a problem as well. So margin, I could consider, but let's see, 20, 20, 16, 16. Let's see here. I'm considering this padding, so they are related, so I will just let it here none, right? And then I will select both of them. I will press Alt, I will move down, and I will copy this text. I can as well click twice, then twice, or just once, or just come here and find this text, Control C, click Alt, Control V, click and move, like dragging. And then I have this element, this atom, like I said, each small part, I'm gonna repeat that again. each small part of the interface is an atom. So, but this atom is a text, and this text is a title, right? Title. Color black 0000, opacity 100, stroke have no stroke, no stroke color. I will document different here. I will say the typeface, for instance, like typeface Roberto. Like weight, regular. It's not bold, it's regular. Weight. Yeah, is that weight? I think so. Weight. Regular. Let's see which more. Line height. Auto. Line height. Auto, because after we are going to explain this line height, but not for a while, just auto. It's the space between one line and the another line. Just that this text is really simple. I have a lot of things to document here. I'm gonna delete this last one. So let's go ahead. This tutorial is getting longer and I don't want to be too longer. I will let's see which more. We have this magnifier. So for this magnifier, copy, then paste here. If I click on something, like I'm gonna duplicate this part, and then I will click here. If I paste what I had copied, it will be placed nearby. It's good. So I have this icon. I will move to here. Icon, magnifier. Let's see, lowercase, uppercase, all of them. Sorry, lowercase. So let's have this lowercase too. Color the same, opacity the same, stroke. So here, this icon is made of strokes. So we have this stroke size too. Stroke color, we have to document this stroke color. I could delete it here, for instance, if I want, because it has not a fill color, just stroke color. I can document it this way. If I want 1 2 3 4 5 5, it's black. But once again, you are working in a team, you have front end engineers beside you. Go to them, talk to them, the better way to document things. All right, and now we have again width. Is that this way? I am always confused. Width. I go with this width and height. All right. English is not my main language, so sometimes I get confused. Let's see, 16 by, that would be 16 by 16 because we changed it. Do you remember? 16 by 16, width and height. And now we document here 16 by 16. We are almost finishing that. We just have to document one more. Let's copy this block. Let's go here to move this way, like I'm moving, I explained it in the first tutorial. I press spacebar and I hold, and I can drag to see other parts of my screen. I can press Ctrl minus Ctrl plus to zoom out and zoom in as well. So this way I can move around very quickly, very simple. So the last icon, finally, we have this one. I select, like going here in this layers panel, Ctrl C, I will go down, I will select like this part, Ctrl V, I will delete this one, I will move this little icon, this kebab. Kebab is a really good food. So let's type here kebab, not kebab, kebab. Kebab is Arabic, I don't know, something Middle East, I think so. All right, opacity. Now I'm gonna copy this one here. It will be better. This hamburger. I will copy this black text to paste over there. It's gonna be better because I have the same properties, if you know what I mean by that. Color, the fill color is the same. Opacity, stroke size none, width 16, height 8, padding none, margin none. So it's just some way that I'm explaining really quickly how to document the properties of the things you are building, you know. So now we have this app bar. We are just doing the appearance now, you know. We are not doing the interactions yet. In the future, I have some idea to do and to document interactions, but for a while it's time just to approach the components one by one, to explain them to you, how they work and things like that. For instance, when I click and open this hamburger menu, we will have the navigation drawer. It will be animated from left to right and with more options of the app, because I don't have space to have a really big menu. The app name will have the name of the application, and sometimes when I go in a journey or following some flow, this title will be different. Like when I am on the home of the application, I will have like the home's name. Then when I am in the other place, like in my account, then the app title can be different. This icon, when I interact with it, a new component will be open, like a box, a input text where I can click and type the word that I want to search. And this last one, it's gonna be to have more settings and things like that. Okay, so this tutorial is ended up. I really hope that you are enjoying my tutorials. If you are, tell me, like this video, and that will encourage me to do more tutorials. Okay, hope to talk to you soon. Bye.